Hey guys, it's Jen and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to play with the Divine Rose palettes, the Divine Rose 1 and the Divine Rose 2. We're going to create looks with these and figure out which one we like the best. I've heard a lot of people say they prefer the second one as opposed to the first, but we're going to go ahead and decide today. I'm really excited that I actually have both of these eyeshadow palettes, and I didn't really intend to get both, but I wound up getting both, so here we are today. We're going to go ahead and play with them. So if that sounds like fun to you, then stick around because I'm about to get started right now. So basically what we have is the Divine Rose, and this is the Divine Rose 2. And they're all beautiful shadows, as you guys can see. Just stunning. They're just freaking gorgeous. So my swatches, no, they never are. But that's totally okay. I don't mind. It's just one more thing that we can chuckle about and get on with our day. So I'm going to go ahead and use my new Sephora eyeshadow brushes that I got today. I showed you that in my recent haul, and we're just going to give them a try and see how we like them. I'm kind of excited about that. They also come with this really cute little holder, and it's magnetic. You put your little brushes in there. It's adorable, but this is how I store my brushes because, you know, I'm classy. I'm trying to think of what I want to do, but since all these shades are so gorgeous, I am in a quandary. I don't know what look I want to do. Kind of, sort of, not quite sure, but we're going to figure it out together. It's difficult to pick the shades because both these palettes are so freaking gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Divine Rose on this side, and I'm going to do the Divine Rose 2 on this eye so we can start rocking it out. Oh my god. I haven't even taken the packaging off this one, you guys. Oh, look at this. I love this. Which one do I want to do first? I almost feel like they're both so beautiful. This is the Divine Rose 2. I know you guys have already seen it, but let's just look at it anyway because, you know, here it is. And it's in a really pretty pink casing. Let's take this off. Oh my god. That right there was so fun. I'm not going to do shade names and all that stuff. I'm just going to try and figure out what kind of look I want to do with these and then go from there. So we're going to start with the Divine Rose, the first one, and just start playing with these beautiful shades. I was looking earlier at my arm. I kind of want to use this mauve shade right here because I think that's really beautiful. And then I want to go ahead and put, let's see, I was thinking maybe this on top of that mauve shade and maybe this in the inner corner. I don't know, something like that, and just kind of play around with it. I don't know, I think that might be kind of cool. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll just let the look kind of create itself. I'll lay down this mauve kind of muted cool tone purple here on my lid, and we're just going to blend it out, and I'll do some cleanup after all is said and done, I'm sure. Look how pretty that is. Oh Lord. These brushes feel really nice. They're very soft synthetic brushes. I like them so far. So far, I literally just am playing with one, but that is a lovely start. Okay, I'm digging that. So now I kind of want to, let's see here. Do I want to pat this on my lid? Let me just use my finger and just pat this here real quick and see what I think about it. Do I like these two together? Oh my god, I think I do. Hang on, let's see. Let me get my little flat brush really quick and see how it applies with the brush. I have played with this palette already. I've had it longer than I've had the Rose 2, but I haven't played with the Divine Rose 2 yet, so. Oh yeah, I like that. I definitely like that. That is so, so pretty. I almost want to grab a little bit more of this darker shade and just kind of deepen up the outer corner. So I'm going to use both mattes. Why not? Let's just do that and see how it looks. And just fluff that into the crease a little bit. Yeah, just add a little more something, a little more depth. It's very pretty. So that is this matte right here. Because there's only two mattes, and then you got the shimmers, you got your transformative shades, and you got your glittery shades. So, you know, not a lot of mattes to work with, but that's okay. You can still create a cohesive look. You don't really need to use all, but you can use just one matte if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. It's dealer's choice, however you want to rock that out. But I like where this is going so far. I just want to take this little brush here and pop some of that glitter in the inner corner of my eye just to just look at it, see if we like it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's, you know what? It's very much like a topper. Wow, that is really pretty. I like that. You know what I kind of want to do though? Since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and grab, you see how this Aurora Borealis shade right here in the light, how that shifts and it's so pretty? I kind of want to grab that and put it on top of the shimmer that I already have on my lid, just to see if we could add some transformation to that shade. I don't know if it would be good or bad, but I'm just going to try it anyway, because why not? Oh, that's pretty. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab some more of that shimmer with my little pencil brush. Since it's such a beautiful pop of shimmery glitter, I'm just going to go ahead and put that over this too. We're just going to go nuts. Let's just do it. Let's just have a moment with this eyeshadow palette, because I really want to have that sparkle just show up on my eyelid like that. If you don't want it to travel all over the place, you could use a glitter glue to probably make this happen and have it stay in place a little bit more, but I don't mind if it's little bits of sparkle all over my eyelid. I think it's actually really pretty. It does not bother me in the least. I'm just going to tap a little more of that depth into this eyeshadow look. Now I'm thinking I kind of want to jump into, let's just grab the palette really quick. It'll probably be easier this way than looking at my janky swatches, because, you know, sorry. Okay, so I kind of want to go into this pink here. I want to use this today. What else was I wanting to use? All of it, everything. I really want to use this transformative shade today. This one is just, with the green, pink, gold shift to it, this is gorgeous. I kind of want to use this gold today and this topper just to play with it and see what happens. So just a really bright kind of look. I don't know, just kind of play with it and we see how it goes. So let's grab some of this pink that does have a shimmer to it, but it's not so shimmery that, you know, I normally like to have matte. I don't do generally all shimmer shades. I like to have some mattes in there somewhere, but I think this one will be subdued enough to where it's just that bright pop of color, but it's not too shimmery. I can still kind of pull it off and, you know, it's like a matte as I ramble on. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Let's just do it. You guys, I can't even tell you, it's like butter, it's like butter. It just zhuzhes right onto my eyelid. So fantastic. Look how pretty that is. Look how vibrant that is. I'm gonna grab some of this shade right here and I'm gonna pop that into the crease, just add a little more depth. I don't know, I just want to. So I'm just gonna go for it. Oh yeah, those play well together. Okay, good. We're just having fun, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect, spot on. I haven't practiced with this palette yet, so it's all about having a good time. It's okay if it's not the most stellar eyeshadow look in the world, but you know what I want to try? Since we're here and we're messing with the brushes too, grab this little pencil brush and, you know, for the hooded eyes, not that one, it's not the one I wanted. I want this one actually, because I feel like this for hooded eyes is going to get right into where, yeah, that's perfect. That is the perfect shape and size of brush just to get right into that hard to reach area when you have the hooded eyeballs. This is fantastic. I'm actually really liking these brushes. I feel like they're very handy for shaping out this look that I'm going for today. Now, it might look a little crazy right now, but I'm going to clean it up, so nobody worry. It's going to be just fine. All right, well, all right, now I want to... I'm going to go ahead and put this transformative shade on top of my lid. Ugh, look how pretty this is. That is just insane. I love it. But I'm going to put it on with a brush first and see how that works. And if I need to use my finger to put it on, no problem. I'm totally prepared to do that. Okay. But first the brush. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the JD Glow eyeshadow that I have, the trichrome shadow, multi-chrome. It's in the shade No Way. I have to bring this back out. This is like one of my favorite eyeshadows because you guys know that I love JD Glow. So this is the JD Glow one in the shade No Way. And I'm just, so beautiful. Let's just put these next to each other. My awesome swatching, here we go. All right, maybe not exactly. This one has a lot deeper of a purple and green, whereas this is a bit lighter of a pink, but you guys see what I'm saying? This eyeshadow is Like, I can't even say it. I have to sing it because it's that good. It's fantastic. All right. Anyway, back to the Divine Rose 2 palette. I had to just take a detour for a second and see what's the what, because I was curious about that when I initially saw the palette, of how it looked so very similar to the one that I got from JD Glow. And, you know, I see some similarities, but I feel like the one from JD Glow just has a bit more of a punch to it, if you ask me. And that's not a bad on this particular eyeshadow, but, you know, it depends on what you really like, actually, is what it is. But you can see for yourself that the JD Glow one's like, wow, it's something. So if you're going for a look, yeah, you're gonna get it with that, for sure. Okay, so let's see here. I want to pop the gold on the inner corner of my eye and then do that topper all over the lid. Oh, wow. Look at that gold. Holy Hannah. Oh, wow. That is so freaking beautiful. It is a very rich, very bright gold shade. Oh, wow. And the reflect on it is just gorgeous. Now I'm going to grab this topper and I'm going to go over our transformative shade with it a little bit. Just add a bit more sparkle, a bit more shine, because you can never have enough. Well, I mean, you can, and you know, when you're older, you don't want to put on too much eyeshadow. It starts to make your eyelid look heavy, but I don't care today. I'm liking where we're going with this. I'm really, really digging it. This is actually very pretty. For it not being cleaned up and done yet, I'm really enjoying the direction that things are going in right now. So, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stare at my eyeballs for a minute. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zhuzh on the rest of my makeup. We're going to do some liner and lashes and all that fun stuff. Then I'm going to hop back on and we're going to continue to talk about these eyeshadow palettes, because I have thoughts. My thoughts are many. Thoughts are happening, and it's, you know, it's a thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, then I'm gonna hop back on and we're gonna continue to chat. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, and we are back, and this is the finished look. So I went ahead and used this liner glue from Kiss again today, and I am really digging this, you guys. This is actually very handy. It's not bad. It's totally worth it. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check this out. It makes it so much easier to pop on the lashes. I'm loving it. And I'm loving this look. Can I just tell you guys, I think it's so beautiful. Both looks are absolutely gorgeous. So let's go ahead and talk about these eyeshadow palettes. And I have to say, I do like the Divine Rose palette, the first one. Let's go ahead and open this up. This one is absolutely beautiful. And it's got some pow to it. It's got some glamour. It's got all the beautiful Pat McGrathness going on for it. It's not as in your face with the bright and the colors. It's just much more subdued and much more just a cool tone, kind of smoldering, sultry, you know, kind of stunning. Wow, that's a beautiful eyeshadow look. Does that make more sense when I say it that way? I don't know. I'm trying to describe it how I'm seeing it, how I'm really feeling about it. And I do love it. But there's something about the Divine Rose 2 palette and this eyeshadow palette. This just has all the bells and whistles. This, for me personally, has the wow, it has the pow, it has the in-your-face, bright, beautiful, bold colors. These shades are just like, they're stunning, and you can create some looks that are just head-turning and in all the right ways. So you can do it with both palettes, absolutely, but there's just something that's so, there's just more of a wow to the Divine Rose 2 palette. So I'm kind of favoring that one a little bit more than the first one. Not that I won't ever use it, because believe me, I'm going to use both. It's going to happen, especially this shade in here. And I'm not going to do names right now because girl, I'll be here all damn day trying to figure it out. This transformative shade right here, this little sucker, holy Hannah, you guys, this is gorgeous. And just putting it all over the lid is just absolutely freaking phenomenal. It has this beautiful shift to it, even as a highlighter. I think it would be gorgeous. I don't know if I did it justice in that swatch. I don't think that I did, but I think I've even tried it as a highlighter. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now today, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. In my Valentine's Day video, I used this eyeshadow palette, and I did use this as a highlighter. So if you just dip into this, and if you just want to do that extra head turning, oh my gosh, what is that on your face, in a good way. But you know what I mean. This actually can, you know, be used as a highlight. And it's just, it is so beautiful. I don't know. I love this eyeshadow palette. Now, initially when I got it, I was all geared up to get the Divine Rose 2. When Pat McGrath had announced that they were going to bring it back out again, I thought, oh my gosh, you know, now's my chance to go ahead and grab that palette. I can't wait. I'm going to snag it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it. So I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I was so excited to actually have the palette. There was one left and I grabbed it, and in all the excitement, I really wasn't paying attention. I thought, I'm getting it. I'm getting the palette. I'm going to get it. It's going to be my second Pat McGrath palette. And I'm like, oh, because they're not cheap. They're fairly expensive. And I just, you know, I just wanted it. I was so excited that I paid for it. And once I wandered out of the store and got to looking at it, and I was in my car because I couldn't wait. I had to check it out. I realized my mistake, and I thought, oh, I got the first one, the Divine Rose one, but once I started playing with the eyeshadow palette and swatching the shades, I thought, oh my god, these eyeshadows are beautiful, and I'm okay with it. I love it. But to be honest, even though I was okay with it and I do love it, I'm super excited about it, I could not stop thinking about the Divine Rose 2 palette. I couldn't stop thinking about those shades because it is a warmer toned palette. It has more of a warmth to it, has more of a glow to it, has more of a pop to it. It had everything that I was looking for. So even though I have this one and I love it and I'm going to use it, I keep saying that because it's true, I just have such a love for this one. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I messed up and this is the one that I really wanted. Okay, well, you know, I don't want to be like, oh boo-hoo, I got the Divine Rose, you know, poor me. It wasn't like that. I just really wanted the second one so much more than the first one. So I continued to obsess on it and wanted it and wanted it and wanted it. And then I decided when I did find it, I was just going to buy it. I wasn't really intending on getting the first, but I got it. I have it. I'm grateful that I do have it. And I love the second one. I just absolutely love it. But if I had to pick between the three, honestly, out of all three palettes that I have, the one I love the most, the Mothership Bronze palette, it's this one right here is the one I love out of all three of them the most. It's the one that I've reached for the most since I got it. You know what's funny? When I was at the store finally getting the Divine Rose 2 palette, I was talking to the kid behind the counter and he was saying that was the one that he reached for the most out of all of them too. He did like the Rose 2 palette, but it was the Mothership, the bronze one, that got the Allure Award that he reached for the most. And I feel like that's the one I reached for the most too. But, you know, I'm going to find a way to reach for all of them because they're beautiful and I'm not going to let them sit here and go to waste. The shadows are absolutely gorgeous, but, you know, pitted up against this JD Glow one, I mean, I don't know. Again, it's dealer's choice. It's all in what you're going for. But when you look at these two, it's kind of like, you know, there's a thing happening there. I'm very thrilled, and I like both of these looks. I think they both came out really pretty. This gold eyeshadow that I have on my inner corner all over the lid, I think would look spectacular. These shadows can stand by themselves singularly, and that's fantastic. So I don't know, I'm just glad that I have them both. But if I had to say in the Battle of the Roses, which one won today, I'm going to say that it would be the Divine Rose 2 side because I feel like the color story really speaks to me a lot more than the Divine Rose itself. So yeah, I feel like I favor the second one a bit more because it's just much more my style as opposed to, you know, as opposed to the first. So yeah, I'm really excited about how this turned out, and I'm glad I got to sit down and share this with you guys today because, you know, it was just my story of how I wound up with the first one and, you know, and then again wound up with the second one, and now I have three, and I feel like I'm good for now. I think I'm all full up on my Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes, and yeah, I'm going to do my best to make sure I get great use out of all three of them and just, you know, appreciate them and be glad that I have them because it is pretty amazing, and, you know, it's not what I intended to do, but, you know, they're here, I'm here, we're here, and I cannot wait to hear what you think. Which side do you like the best? Do you like the Divine Rose, or do you like the Divine Rose 2? Let me know in the comment. Was that a wink, or was that like, what was that? I don't know what that was, but it doesn't matter. Just let me know in the comments what you think, and I look forward to reading your comments and talking to you guys in the comments, and just thank you so much for sticking around and watching. I hope you all are safe, and I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye.